way that you are a doctor. I need to search you.
Officer, I swear I am a doctor!
Stop lying, put your hands behind your back and comply! Eat this, Mr. Doctor!
A late-night encounter captured on Bodycam footage from May 24, 2024, shows Officer Ryan H. confronting a young black man in a suburban neighborhood bordering a prestigious medical institute. What began as a biased assumption quickly devolved into a terrifying assault. The officer not only pointing his service weapon at the man's head, but delivering a brutal pistol whip that left visible injuries. The man, a 22-year-old medical resident, had just finished a life-saving shift. But Ryan, driven by unchecked prejudice, saw only suspicion. This confrontation would expose layers of corruption, sparking outrage and leading to a downfall that no one saw coming. Before we dive deeper, comment below where in the world you're watching from and hit subscribe. Tomorrow's story will leave you speechless. Officer Ryan H., in his mid-30s, had patrolled these quiet streets for over a decade, building a reputation that the department quietly tolerated. Reports painted a picture of a man who targeted individuals based on appearance, often in upscale areas where they didn't belong. Complaints of racial profiling had piled up, intimidation during stops, unwarranted searches, even physical roughness. But each time, internal reviews dismissed them as isolated incidents. Ryan's confidence grew unchecked, fueled by a belief that his badge shielded him from consequences. That night, under the dim glow of streetlights, he cruised the suburb next to a renowned medical institute, his eyes scanning for anything out of place. The young resident was the opposite, a prodigy who had skipped grades, entered medical school at 18, and now, at 22, was specializing in emergency medicine. He had just wrapped a grueling 12-hour shift, stabilizing a patient in critical condition. Exhausted but fulfilled, he walked home in a simple black hoodie, practical for the cool night air, but a garment that, in the wrong eyes, screamed suspicion. The medical building loomed in the background, its windows dark except for a few labs still lit. His mind was on rest, unaware that his path would cross with Ryan's. Ryan's cruiser slowed as he spotted the young man walking along the sidewalk, hands in pockets against the chill. The rotating lights flicked on, casting erratic blue and red shadows across the neatly trimmed lawns. Ryan stepped out, his boots heavy on the pavement, posture already aggressive. "Hey, what are you doing out here this late?" he barked, his voice echoing in the quiet night. The resident stopped, turning slowly with hands visible, a habit from safety trainings. "Officer, I'm just heading home from work. I live a few blocks away." Ryan's eyes narrowed, scanning from head to toe. The hoodie, the youthful face. "Work? At this hour? You don't look like you belong around here. Empty your pockets." The resident's brow furrowed slightly, but his voice stayed even. "I'm a doctor at the institute right there. I can show you my ID." Ryan chuckled dismissively, a low, mocking sound. "A doctor? At your age? Nice try. Hands out. I'm searching you for weapons or drugs." The tension began to build, the cool air thickening with unspoken assumptions. The resident reached carefully for his wallet, pulling out his hospital badge and driver's license. "Here, my credentials. You can verify with the institute if needed." Ryan snatched the items, barely glancing at them. Fake. Anyone can print these. Turn around, hands on the car. The resident's frustration flickered, but he complied, placing his palms on the hood of the cruiser. "Officer, this is unnecessary. I've done nothing wrong." Ryan's search was rough, patting down with unnecessary force, his hands lingering as if expecting to find something incriminating. Finding nothing, his irritation grew. "See? Acting all innocent. People like you always have something to hide." The resident's voice rose just a notch, laced with disbelief. "People like me? I'm a resident doctor. I save lives every day. Check the badge. It's real." Ryan's face flushed, his ego bruised by the calm defiance. He grabbed the resident's arm, twisting it behind his back. "Stop lying! You're under arrest for suspicion." The resident winced but didn't resist. Suspicion of what? Walking home? The confrontation escalated in seconds. Ryan slammed the young man against the car, the metal thud echoing. Drawing his service weapon, he pressed it to the resident's temple. "No way that you are a doctor. I need to search you," Ryan repeated, his voice a growl. "Officer, I swear I am a doctor," the resident protested, his tone urgent but controlled. "Stop lying. Put your hands behind your back and comply." Ryan's grip tightened, and when the resident shifted slightly to explain, Ryan struck, delivering a sharp blow to the side of his head with the butt of his pistol. The pistol whip connected with a sickening crack, drawing blood and leaving the resident dazed, a contusion swelling immediately. The resident gasped, staggering but staying upright. "This is a mistake. You're assaulting an innocent man." Ryan, now fully committed to his rage, kept the gun trained. "Eat this, Mr. Doctor!" The street, once silent, stirred. Nearby medical students, drawn by the lights and shouts from their dorms, emerged onto the sidewalk. Phones in hand, they began recording discreetly at first, then openly. "Hey, that's our resident instructor," one whispered, zooming in. Ryan noticed the movement, his eyes darting wildly. "Back off! Turn those off, or I'll put a bullet in you too!" His threats were deadly serious, the gun waving momentarily toward the group. The students froze, but their cameras kept rolling, capturing every unhinged word. Snorts of heavy breathing from Ryan, gasps from witnesses. The resident, blood trickling down his face, spoke through the pain. "Officer, you're being recorded. This ends badly for you." Ryan's mind raced, years of overlooked complaints flashing before him. He had assumed control, as always, but the calm young man and the growing witnesses shattered that illusion. Radioing for backup, his voice cracked slightly. "Dispatch. Suspect resisting. Need assistance." The moment stretched, the flashing lights amplifying the chaos. The resident's composure held, a stark contrast to Ryan's unraveling. Neighbors peered from windows, sensing the storm on the street. Ryan's threats to the students hung in the air, a chilling escalation that would later fuel public fury. Backup arrived, sirens wailing as another cruiser pulled up. The supervisor stepped out, assessing the scene. The resident bloodied against the car, Ryan's weapon still drawn, students filming from a safe distance. "What's going on here?" the supervisor demanded. Ryan straightened, trying to regain composure. "Suspicious individual, claimed to be a doctor, resisted search." The supervisor glanced at the ID, still in Ryan's hand, and made a quick call to the institute. Confirmation came swiftly. The young man was indeed a resident, highly regarded. The supervisor's expression darkened. "Stand down. This man's clear." Ryan hesitated, his face a mask of denial. He was acting suspicious, threatened me. But the body cam told a different story, one that would soon unravel everything. As the resident was released, seeking immediate medical attention for his injuries, the students' videos hit social media. Clips spread like wildfire, hashtags trending within hours. "Justice for the doctor," or "Stop police brutality." The footage showed it all. The unwarranted stop, the racial assumptions, the pistol whip, the gun to the head, and the terrifying threats to innocent bystanders. Public outrage built, a wave of anger from communities tired of such stories. Protests formed outside the department, med students leading chants for accountability. Media outlets picked it up, dissecting the body cam frame by frame. The department responded with a hasty internal hearing, what some called a first trial to bury the incident. In a closed session, a panel of superiors reviewed minimal evidence, deliberately avoiding a full body cam playback. The officer acted in perceived self-defense, they ruled, citing non-compliance as justification. The resident's formal complaint was sidelined. The process rushed to minimize fallout, but the viral storm refused to fade. Students organized rallies, sharing unedited clips that contradicted the department's narrative. Millions viewed the assault, the threats, fueling demands for transparency. Under pressure, an independent review board convened a second public proceeding, a true reckoning. In that packed hearing room, the full Bodycam footage played for all to see. Gasps filled the air as Ryan's aggression unfolded. The biased questioning, the brutal pistol whip leaving the resident bloodied, the gun pressed to his temple with that mocking taunt, and the deadly warnings to the recording students. Ryan shifted uncomfortably in his seat. His earlier confidence evaporated. The board condemned him outright. Suspension followed immediately, but the revelations didn't stop there. Amid the scrutiny, a fellow officer stepped forward with a bombshell complaint. Station security footage from weeks earlier showed Ryan detaining a suspect, removing a small bag of white powder from the man's possessions, believed to be cocaine. Ryan then delivered a sharp backhand slap to the detainee's face, leaving visible marks, before retreating to a restroom for an extended period. CCTV captured it all: the tampering, the assault, the suspicious isolation. Investigators acted swiftly. A mandatory drug test on Ryan returned positive for cocaine, uncovering a pattern of on-duty substance abuse and evidence manipulation. The layers peeled back. His biases weren't just prejudice, they were amplified by addiction, a hidden demon that explained his erratic behavior but excused nothing. In court, facing charges of assault, misconduct, and tampering, Ryan pleaded guilty. His defense painted a sympathetic portrait: a man haunted by childhood trauma, raised by an alcoholic father who had died 15 years prior. Psychological reports detailed the cycle: repeated physical beatings in youth, fostering deep-seated issues that manifested in adult substance dependency. He claimed it clouded his judgment, turning him into a victim of his past. But the judge saw through the plea. Trauma explains, but it does not absolve, the ruling stated. Ryan was sentenced to prison time, his career shattered beyond repair. For the young resident, justice came in waves. He filed a civil lawsuit against the department, securing a $5.2 million settlement for the assault, racial profiling, and emotional distress. The funds supported community programs, including rights education for medical professionals. Reforms swept the department: mandatory bias training, routine Bodycam audits, and stricter oversight on complaints. The resident returned to his work, his scar a reminder, but not a barrier. Mentoring those same students, he embodied resilience. The street where it happened returned to quiet, but the impact lingered, a testament to how one night's horror, exposed by courage and evidence, could spark change. In the end, unchecked power crumbles when met with truth and collective voice. If stories of accountability ignite something in you, like this video, drop a comment and subscribe, because tomorrow we uncover another tale where justice prevails against all odds.